Discover a great way to give back to your community. Get ready for Rascals baseball and find out what's new in this year's Heritage and Freedom Fest. Stay tuned for O'Fallon Matters. Hi, I'm Dave Burkhart, your host for O'Fallon Matters. The 2012 River City Rascals season is well underway, and you won't want to miss out on the area's best minor league experience.
It's summertime, and there's no better way to entertain your family than a trip to T.R. Hughes Ballpark for a River City Rascals game. The Rascals play minor league baseball right here in our own backyard. Did you know that the Rascals were Western Division champs in 2011 and Frontier League champs in 2010? Cheap tickets, fun promotions, and good food are all waiting for you this summer at T.R. Hughes Ballpark.
First of all, the affordability is huge. There's a reason that people don't go into the city and spend $300 or $400 on a baseball game. It's because who can afford that these days? And so what we really aim to do is make sure that our tickets are affordable, for one, that our concessions and our merchandise are affordable. So a family of four can come out on a Sunday for a charter family 4-pack and get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas for $40. You can't find that anywhere. You can't go bowling for that. You can't go to the movies for that. So that's our #1 goal, is to make it affordable.
This year brings new food and beverage pricing.
We've been kind of hamstringed in the past by the previous food vendor, and we couldn't offer the deals that we wanted, and now we just have a really great opportunity to come out to our fans and say, hey, if we want to do a $2 hot dog, we can. If we want to come out and do, you know, a discounted beer, we can. And those are things that we didn't really have the options to do in the past.
The Rascals have several unique food choices at the park. Fans are now treated to a scrumptious Philly steak sandwich and the Reese's s'more. The Rascals even offer a $2 hot dog named
the Mayor Bill Big Dog. I had to go through all kinds of red tape to get that deal done. You know, I thought I was trying to get in touch with the president's office. Now, in reality, the mayor was great about it, and Keith, they were both great and helped us out. And what we really wanted to do is, in reestablishing our relationship with the city and making it stronger over these next couple of years, we wanted to go to the city and bring in something that would really give the hot dog some pop, because the big thing about it is that it's $2 this year. You can't find a 6-to-1 all beef hot dog anywhere for $2, and so that's really the thing, but we wanted to brand it in some way. So
it was an honor to have them name a hot dog after me. It's an honor. It's it's a great hot dog. We just had a bite of the hot dog, and it's an honor.
Purchasing tickets for the Rascals game has never been easier.
If you want to purchase tickets for the River City Rascals this season, and I know you do, you can come down here to the T.R. Hughes box office, and we can sell them to you anytime between 8:30 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. And you can also go online, which is the best way, to www.rivercityrascals.com. You can purchase them directly from our webpage. It's fast and simple.
I think the Rascals being to O'Fallon is family fun. Come out here to the ballpark, great concessions, great game. And I think it's just family fun for the city of O'Fallon and for St. Charles County in the metropolitan area.
Make sure you join us for the Rascals this summer for great family fun baseball. We'll see you here at the park.
Next, let's learn how you can join hundreds of volunteers of all ages who are making a positive impact on our community.
Have you ever wondered how you can give back to your community? Volunteering for the City of O'Fallon is a great way to meet new people and gain new skill sets. Investing in O'Fallon Civic Pride helps our community reach its full potential. Just last year, 2,490 citizens volunteered their time to the City of O'Fallon. Our volunteers gave 20,016 hours of service and provided an added value of $436,148 to our community.
I think we are in a pretty unique situation because being ranked as one of the best cities in which to live, I think volunteers have really truly contributed to that because they're becoming active citizens. They're able to have a direct impact on the community in which they live.
Go green!
Volunteers support city-sponsored activities, programs, and events by providing additional support, helping to ensure their success.
So we have our boards, committee, commission members who are appointed by the mayor and serve as kind of an advisory function. We have our ongoing volunteers. So we have over 50 volunteers that offer their time, talent, and service to the different departments. We also have our event volunteers, they're also called episodic volunteers, and we have over 70 events a year that require support.
You'd be surprised at how much fun volunteering your time can be.
I think the volunteers are surprised that they're having so much fun, especially out at events. There are a lot of great perks that the city offers when you do volunteer, aside from just that simple feel-good factor of giving back to your community. But the volunteers they're having fun. They're able to attend a festival and then meet a new set of friends that they'll be able to cultivate throughout the years.
It makes you feel good. Like, it makes you feel good. Like, yeah, I cleaned up part of the city. It looks better because of me.
I think volunteering is such a great thing because it makes you feel so much better about yourself knowing that you're making a difference, and it helps out a lot of people.
Volunteering benefits the community because it's a way for everybody to come together and a good way to give back to something that we already have and make it even better.
Well, it's super easy to volunteer for the City of O'Fallon. First step, just simply contact us. Whether you call me or call Kathy Halstead, our manager, you can email us, or you can even just simply visit our website and on your own time be able to review each of the positions that are available. And that way it's not so overwhelming to take it piece by piece and see what it is that truly interests you. Our next large event would be the Heritage and Freedom Festival. So it's July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and we have a multitude of volunteer opportunities, so if you're interested, definitely give us a call. We also have our Jam and Concert Series in the park every Tuesday night. Our volunteer needs are a little bit less for that, but we still have holes that we need to fill.
For more information on volunteering, you can check us out online at www.o'fallon.mo.us/volunteer.
Nice job, ladies.
Yes, sir.
Join the fun of O'Fallon's biggest festival and annual celebration of our nation's birthday at the Heritage and Freedom Fest.
The Heritage and Freedom Fest is a free event for the most part. The only thing that you have to pay for if you come to the event is carnival rides and food. We have activities for everybody in the family. There's a free kids area. We have free entertainment, wonderful fireworks, sideshows. You can be busy the full 2 days.
Such a memorable event as the Heritage and Freedom Fest requires a great deal of work up front.
Every year we start primarily working on booking bands and things like that for the next year in about September, October, and then things really get full swing starting the end of December, beginning of January, and it's full on from there for the rest of the winter and spring and summer. Our biggest draw is always the entertainment on the main stage. And we have 4 acts coming this year. July 3rd is going to be country artists. Jamie O'Neill and David Nail is headlining that evening. July 4th, Carolina Liar will be the first national act we have that day. And then headlining that evening is Vertical Horizon. And of course, we also have some local acts opening up for these groups each day.
The main stage entertainment will draw the crowd into the festival, but the added attractions will keep them there.
When you visit the kids area, everything, as I said before, is free. We have inflatables, crafts, free games. There's really just a ton of things that the kids can do when they visit. The Marvelous Mutts is a group of rescued dogs, and they do all kinds of different frisbee tricks, agility type shows. And then after each of the shows, the dogs come out and the families can visit with them, pet them, talk to the owners about their training and the show. The Heritage and Freedom Fest parade is always on July 4th, unless it falls on the Sunday. So this year, it'll be 9:30 on the 4th, and The route is a little over 2 miles long, and we usually have about 100 groups participate in the parade. So there's a lot for everybody to see, and lots of people come out. It's just a great time.
Independence Day would be incomplete without fireworks. At the Heritage and Freedom Fest, the fireworks mean much more.
The fireworks is called the Jenna Dusty Milky Fireworks Spectacular, and that is in honor of the woman who had this position before me. She absolutely loved the 4th of July, and she lived and breathed Heritage and Freedom Fest, and the fireworks were her absolute favorite thing. And we have 2 fantastic fireworks displays during this event that anyone would be honored to have named after them, and I think it's very fitting. The fireworks this year are sponsored by One Main Financial. You can check our website to get more information. It's www.heritageandfreedomfest.com, all spelled out, or you can call our information line, which is 636-379-5614.
It's time for a break. When we return, we'll talk to Police Officer Jeff Cook to find out how O'Fallon school resource officers are making a difference. Then we'll visit with O'Fallon Gardening Club's Barb Stetner for a unique lesson in sustainable gardening. Stay with us for O'Fallon Matters.
Come celebrate America's birthday at O'Fallon's annual Heritage and Freedom Fest. Check out the Metro area's best free concert lineup, starting on July 3rd with Jamie O'Neill and headliner David Nail. Carolina Liar gets the party started on July 4th. Headliner Vertical Horizon will rock the stage in the evening. July 3rd and 4th close out with the Jenna Dusty Milky Fireworks Spectacular presented by One Main Financial. Delicious food, rides, kids' activities, and concerts, all at O'Fallon's Heritage and Freedom Fest. Free Family Fun is the name of the game at the 2012 Heritage and Freedom Fest Free Kids area. Kids can bounce around freely on our giant inflatables. There will also be face painting, games, crafts, and more. The Holiday Rockin' Free Kids area will be open on July 3rd and 4th. The 2012 Heritage and Freedom Fest Free Kids area. The Heritage and Freedom Fest Carnival features 13 miraculous rides. There's something for everyone. Tickets can be purchased at booths located throughout the festival grounds. Then you can test your skills with fun, challenging games on the midway. Or you can just sample all the delicious food the Heritage and Freedom Fest has to offer. The Heritage and Freedom Fest Carnival in Midway.
Welcome back to O'Fallon Matters. The City of O'Fallon Street Division is currently undergoing a crucial project that will make travel through O'Fallon run smoother. Here's Kim Doan with more.
As part of the Street Division's capital improvement program, replacing concrete slabs throughout the city were identified as necessary infrastructure improvements.
The CIP program, it stands for Capital Improvements Program. Basically what it is a systematic approach to street repair. What that is every couple of years we have engineers, city staff, they'll go around, they'll rate every street in the city segment by segment. They'll assign a number to that street segment based on a certain set of criteria, if it's got longitudinal joints, transverse joints, cracks, spalling, things like that. The lower the number, basically what dictates the list of work that I go after every year. This year, for instance, we're working on streets that are rated under a 70. That way, we're not chasing requests so much, we're actually going after the worst first. Right now, I have 2 crews of 6 men each, so there's 12 city staff working on CIP. What I do is I make sure that they have the tools and equipment that they need. I supervise the crews as they're out there doing the work, making sure that the standards that we set are being followed.
Replacing concrete slabs throughout the city is a huge job. With over 635 lane miles to cover, the street crew have their work cut out for them. This year alone, the Street Division is covering 15,000 square yards, which equals approximately 1,200 slabs. Another 21,000 square yards will be contracted out.
The money that we have comes from the Street Road Improvement Fund. There's actually a separate set of funding for the CIP. Right now, I'm working on one amount, and then we also have project management. They hire an outside contractor to match or do just above what we do as far as quantities for the year.
The outside temperature for laying concrete has to be at least 35 degrees and rising, with a projected high of 41 before it can be poured according to the standard. The ideal temperature is 72 degrees with low moisture and no rain. Fortunately, this year's weather has been perfect.
Whenever it's warm like this, we usually can stay after it pretty hard. It does slow us down a bit if it gets to be too hot. It actually works against us. The concrete starts to set up a little faster. We spend more time trying to keep it from shrinking. Concrete has a tendency to shrink in the summertime, so we have to combat that. Our goal is to be done. We always set our goals high, so we strive for, we want to be done by probably July, mid-July.
The O'Fallon Street Division would like to remind travelers to be safe when driving through work zones, not only for the safety of workers, but for drivers and pedestrians as well.
Residents can make our job easier by, number one, slowing down in our work zones. If there's equipment running, the best thing to do is to make eye contact with the person running that piece of equipment so that they know you're there. When you see a work zone and you may be a pedestrian and not even in a car, just walking down the sidewalk, you have to be aware of, what's going on. As an operator, I'm loading, a dump truck full of concrete debris. You can be walking on the other side of that dump truck, and if I don't see you there, I could be dumping concrete and it can roll off the truck and could hurt or kill someone. So that's why it's very important to let us know that you're there.
One way they could really help is just be patient with us, because we're gonna try to get in and get it done as fast as we can. If you can park on the same side of the street that we're working on, so you don't have to swerve in and out of cars in our work zone, especially the buses. They need a lot more room to get around the work zone in cars.
For more information on road repairs, visit the O'Fallon website at www.o'fallon.mo.us.
This next story teaches us how to use sustainable gardening methods to cultivate flowers, plants, and vegetables.
Barb Stetner has always been interested in gardening, but it took a trip to St. Louis with OFallon's Garden Club for her to realize that organic gardening was the way to go.
Sustainable gardening is when you're growing your own food, you know where your food comes from, it's grown in as close to an organic manner as we can. We use very little pesticides, we don't use commercial fertilizer. I use compost and even earthworm castings. It is a good thing to think about where your food comes from.
If you make your way to Barb's Sustainable Garden, you'll find that she has several natural veggies growing.
These are made with compost and they are double dug according to John Jeevan's technique of biointensive gardening. And these are tomato plants. We've got some sugar snap peas over here. That's a green pepper. These are green peppers. This is cucumbers. We grow pretty good cucumbers out here. And then we have onions over here and radishes. And then we've got some broccoli here. And there's a few lima beans. This is sage here. Sage makes a very healthy tea. It's very good for you. And then these are green beans. And these are cabbages. One of the advantages of the raised bed, oh, and there's our Swiss chard too. I missed the Swiss chard. There it is. It's very pretty, and it's good to eat in a salad, or you can cook it. One of the advantages of the raised beds is that the soil is loosened 18 to 24 inches down. And It makes a lot of room for the roots to grow and expand, so the healthier your root, the healthier your plant will be.
Besides cultivating her own garden, Barb participates in O'Fallon's Garden Club.
OFallon Garden Club is part of the Mid-Central District of the Federated Garden Clubs of Missouri, and we are part of the National Garden Clubs Incorporated, which is a worldwide organization. OFallon Garden Club has several service projects that we do. We just last year dedicated our Blue Star Memorial marker over at the VFW Post 5077 here in O'Fallon, and that honors our military, past, present, and future. We also have a butterfly garden over at Twin Chimneys Elementary School as part of their outdoor classroom. So we enjoy working with those with children and with adults. We have had the programs on biointensive gardening, on global buckets, on just learning to identify flowers, on planting trees, on how to prune trees. We learn together. None of us are experts at Garden Club, and so we all learn together. This is our global bucket, and we did a program, a garden club on this not too long ago. One of our members is a master gardener, and we each took home a global bucket and we planted it. This was developed by 2 teenage boys in an effort to help alleviate hunger all over the world. They decided that this is a good way to grow vegetables, and you can even grow flowers in these, and it uses like 80% less water to grow a plant in this.
The O'Fallon Garden Club meets at 6:30 p.m. and is held the 4th Tuesday at Sunrise United Methodist Church in the Twin Chimneys subdivision.
If you want to join O'Fallon Garden Club, you can email me at creativebarb@charter.net.
O'Fallon's SRO program provides a link between the police department and our students. Here's Joe Meyer with more on this important police program.
The School Resource Officer Program was started in O'Fallon in the spring of 1997 through a cooperative effort between the City of O'Fallon's Police Department and the Fort Zumwalt School District. An SRO's assignment is enforcement, law-related education, counseling, and mentoring students.
7 a.m. to 3 p.m. this building is like a small city and is a small crosscut of the culture of this community. It just happens to be full of people in the age group of 14 to 19 years old. During the course of the normal school day, there are over 1,400 students and over 100 to 150 faculty and staff members in this building. That puts it at well over 1,500 people. There are small communities around the state of Missouri that have a police department that have less than 1,500 residents, hopefully, and appears to be proving around the United States as a deterrent for violence. As we've known, and we can cite hundreds of cases around the country and around the world, where schools have become, over the past several years, a target or a location for acts of violence. The goal of having a resource officer on campus is to provide some sense of security, not just to the students that are here, but to the thousands of parents that entrust their kids to the Fort Zumwalt School District every day, that their child is going to come home safe and as good a condition, if not better, than when they sent them off to school that day.
Officer Cook has one piece of advice for teenagers this summer.
If you are under the age of 17 in the city of O'Fallon or the state of Missouri, your curfew is Friday nights and Saturday nights is 12 o'clock midnight until 5 a.m. Sunday through Thursday, curfew is 11 p.m. and with an end time of 5 a.m.
School resource officers provide a link between the police department and the student community, along with teaching classes about the law and community issues. Officers have an excellent opportunity for role modeling and mentoring.
I know exactly how I help. I get to see it on a daily basis. I get to see success in young people who are motivated, who have hopes and who have dreams and are excited at this critical time in their life before they move on to college, or they've just come up from the middle school and they're trying to figure out how to fit in these later teenage years. That passion still is something that has definitely been an influence and keeps me motivated and trying to find other ways to help and be an influence in any way that I can within the school district and as a representative of the O'Fallon Police Department.
For more information on O'Fallon Police Department's Community Service Division, you can go to www.o'fallon.mo.us/pd.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you have a story idea, let us know. Send us an email to OFallonTV@o'fallon.mo.us. Always remember to give back to your community because O'Fallon matters to all of us.